What's up, YouTube? We're here with a collection kind of overview. This is something I've been collecting for a couple years now. I used to have all the OG Resident Evil games since PlayStation, and when I moved out of my house to when I bought my first house, my parents threw all my games away, including my Silent Hill collection, which you know are pretty pricey, complete in box. So yeah, I've been trying to recollect games. Luckily, a lot of them are still cheap. Some of them are not, and I'll go over that with you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video because I finally picked up a lot of games this Black Friday, a lot. A lot were really cheap. A lot were trade-in as well, like people traded it into me. I buy and sell a lot of nerd stuff, so I'll let people trade stuff in for credit. Not like I'm a store or anything, I mean, just to take a percentage off cash price. But yeah, let's go over from the start, from the beginning. So this is actually an NES game for Resident Evil. Resident Evil 1, this is a demake. So this guy on Etsy, I did a video on this. Check out my channel history if you want to see it. He did a demake, kind of like a mini collector's edition, I guess, if you could say that, from back in the day. Yeah, it's like a top-down Resident Evil game, kind of like Ninja Gaiden. You could see it there, or Ninja Gaiden, Resident Evil Gaiden. Yeah, even like the back of the art box looks like old school, and it's pretty cool. There's a slipcase inside this cardboard case and some photos from within the game universe, so that's pretty cool. It's like the stars picture from Resident Evil Nemesis, where it shows the whole stars team together, or was it Resident Evil 2? And also the picture of Rebecca Chambers when she's playing basketball, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that is the first game. And then of course we got the Resident Evil games on PS1. This was actually the first Resident Evil game I ever played. So this is the original box art copy, but I actually have the director's cut. And if you look at these 4 jewel cases, I want you to look at them and tell me what is wrong. I'll give you a couple seconds here. What looks off? These are reproduction cases because these games, complete in box, are actually freaking expensive. They're like $100 in meh condition, like a 6 out of 10 damaged. So what I did, and actually I did a video on these too, these reproduction cases from Etsy, but I ended up buying the legit games on eBay, which I regret, and I'll tell you why. So here's the first one. This is disc 2 from Resident Evil 2, and I want you to look at that quality of the disc. And the eBay seller told me he tested it and the game works perfectly. Guess what happened when I tested it, which I have, by the way. I just got done testing all the games on my PS1 with the monitor attachment. By the way, that DualShock controller, the OG one, is amazing. I'm surprised by how good the vibration is. But this game doesn't even boot past the Sony PlayStation logo screen. So that's a fail. I have that for return drop-off. And then next we have disc 1 for Resident Evil 2. And this actually booted past the logo screen, but 3 different times with me restarting the PlayStation. When you get to Kendo's shop as Leon, the game freezes. So that's a fail. So that's also a return. Now here is where we have some good news. We have Resident Evil Director's Cut here, the first game I ever played, and this works. So we are gonna put that in that jewel case. Oh, and actually, let's just give it a peek. I already went over these in another video, but I just wanna show you guys how good this looks. Look how good it is. This is on the side, the back. Man, this brings such nostalgia back. When I used to go to Circuit City and just browse the video game aisle and look at all the games I couldn't buy. I think PS1 games back then were $39.99, which I'm sure with inflation is more than what games cost nowadays. Let's look at this Resident Evil 2 one. So this jewel case, that won't have a game in it because the discs are all destroyed. Yeah, so good. Oh, this is actually my favorite one of the PS1 games. Resident Evil 3. When I first played this game, I thought this game looked so realistic. And obviously it's not. So we'll put that back there. And I've actually never played this game, Resident Evil Survivor. I would always look at it when I was at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video. I would look at it and be like, why is that game? Why does it look so weird? And surprisingly, even though someone wrote Sharpie on the front of the disc, this game I can't even talk, runs flawlessly. It's like a weird first-person shooter game, but when you shoot your first bullet, it auto-locks on the enemy for you. It's very, very interesting. I might actually try to beat it. But yeah, I played this for 10 minutes just to see if it would crash, and it didn't. What does happen, if there's more than 2 zombies on screen, the frame rate drops to like 5. And it's not the disc problem, it's just the hardware problem. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis ran perfectly. Yeah, let's keep going here. We'll move on to the PS2 games. Resident Evil Dead Aim. So this game, actually, let's take a little side over to the Game Boy Color. So I'm gonna try my best to go by year. So Resident Evil Gaiden. This is actually also a reproduction case, because this is like $800 to $900, and I had this actual game with the box, and my mom threw this in the trash. How sad. Whatever though, a box is a box. And they even did a reproduction of the manual. I flipped through it, it's perfect. I'm gonna leave it in that little protective thing. What is real though is this game. This game was listed for 200 bucks. I haggled this guy down to 120. So yeah, and it works perfectly. I did a video of this also playing the game, and it is actually kind of hard. You actually need to conserve your resources. So I'm surprised I beat that game multiple times as a child. And then the next Game Boy Color game is this, Resident Evil, the canceled Game Boy Color game. This was their original port by Capcom to bring this onto the Game Boy Color. And I'm actually surprised by how faithful, I guess, it is to the map layout, to the gameplay, even down to the dialogue. Of course, the dialogue's all text, but very nice. This game is actually 90% complete. There's some random missing assets in it, but for the most part, it's complete. It's crazy. Let's see. Let's go over these 3DS games. So 3DS, we'll start from down here. Resident Evil Deadly Silence. I also did a video playing this game, and I died quickly. This game is actually tough, but I heard this is the best way to play Resident Evil 1. So I'm gonna try to do it again. I'm bad. I'm just so bad at tank controls. Like, I cannot juke the enemies. It's so hard. Yeah, I love how this really fleshed out the Resident Evil 1 and gave you so many extra stuff, like first-person knife fights. There's even a co-op mode, or is it co-op? I think it's like a competitive mode, multiplayer. So that had it, but good luck trying to find someone to play with you. But yeah, and then besides that, we have Resident Evil Revelations. I actually played this on PC before 3DS, but this was like 20 bucks, so I decided why not have a little history there. Yeah, relatively cheap for an old game. This game was actually new in box. Resident Evil 3D Mercenaries. I cracked the seal because I actually wanted to play it. I haven't had the chance to play it yet, but from what I could tell, it's just the Mercenaries mode with a little bit of extra stuff. So I'll give it a try. I love my 3DS, by the way. I have 2 of them, so I can trade Pokemon between each other. Okay, so let's go over the PS2 games. Resident Evil Dead Aim. I also had the OG game of this. And you are also on a cruise ship, just like Ninja Gaiden. So I kind of wanna replay this. You could use a gun con in this game if you had one, but I played it using just the PS2 controller. Let's look inside here. I think there's a book. I think most of the games I bought the ones with that were complete in box. So isn't that crazy how from like PS2 and before that, they gave you all these like thick manuals with information in it. And nowadays, let's see, nowadays in games, I'm trying to open this one-handed. Let's see, PS4, or sorry, PS5 Resident Evil 4, nothing, a code. Don't even try putting that code in because I already activated it. But yeah, they don't even try anymore. Okay, our other PS2 game is the OG Resident Evil 4. So good. This is the Steelbook edition. I also had this OG one. It came with like a minifigure and a poster of Ada Wong, which I don't have anymore. But damn, for PS2, look at those graphics. They look pretty good. And I was amazed when they ported this from the GameCube. I was so amazed that they were able to make that happen. Code Veronica. I actually played this on Dreamcast. I'm still debating if I should pick up a Dreamcast one, but Dreamcast games are kind of hard to get. Yeah, I actually never beat this game. Maybe I should try to. I got to the part where I think you're fighting like a tyrant on the cargo ship, and I just kept getting wrecked. These old games, you really had to conserve your ammunition. All right, this is one of my favorite games, even though the online was terrible. At the time, I really want them to remake this game. If they remade this game instead of their crappy online attempts at like Resident Evil Reverse and whatever the other one was where you're a bunch of high school students, like if they remade this as a multiplayer game, it would be so good. So if you don't know, Resident Evil Outbreak, you and like 3 other players, I believe. So 4 people, let's see what's it say on the back. Yep, 4 players, network adapter. You guys are in scenarios and you try to escape, and you could actually get infected if you take too much damage and turn into a zombie. And even when you turn into a zombie, you could still play and try to kill your team. It was amazing. There's actually File 2, which I have not been able to get a copy of yet because they're freaking expensive. Okay, now we're going to the GameCube. Resident Evil 0, the OG remake, and then Resident Evil 4, where it first came out on. So Resident Evil 0. I actually haven't beat this game. This game's kind of annoying because there's no item boxes. So when you need to drop an item, you need to put it on the ground, and you have to remember where you put it on the ground, or else you're screwed. But, oh man, I don't think this game will get a remake anytime soon, so I just need to force myself to play through it, and I would actually be playing on the PS5. The PS4 game on the PS5. Resident Evil, I beat this game. This was so good. What an amazing remake. If you make a remake, that's how you do it. So many extra things like the camera heads, iconic levels, just updated graphics. It was so good. That's how you do a remake. This is when Capcom was cooking. And then, of course, the OG Resident Evil 4. This is when I was amazed at the technology at the time. The graphics are still pretty damn good, in my opinion. We'll go on to the next Nintendo console, Resident Evil Wii Edition. This is the definitive edition of Resident Evil 4. It has all the extra stuff. The aiming with the Wiimote is amazing. And it has separate ways, which the original GameCube, the original GameCube one did not have. This is a game series I'm actually playing through right now. And it's kind of annoying because the controls between this game and this game are different. Like to shoot your grenade and to change weapons and to reload, they're different in both. So it's kind of annoying. But I actually like it. It's actually kind of challenging. These are also relatively still cheap. I got this for 15 bucks. This one was 20 bucks. You just gotta hunt for deals on eBay, and they work. So yeah, I can't complain there. All right, so let's move on to the PS3 games. So PS3 games, Resident Evil 6, the worst Resident Evil game out of all of them. I didn't even beat this game. I beat the first Leon scenario, and then I believe I got to Chris's scenario where it plays like a shitty Gears of War game, and I just uninstalled the game after that. It was just so bad. I need to force myself to beat it again, or play it and beat it. So bad. Resident Evil 5, this is the Steelbook edition. So good. People said this game was racist, but it's only like, why would it be racist? Like Resident Evil 4 was in Spain, How come that wasn't racist? You're shooting a bunch of Spaniards? But anyway, this game was cooking. Like, just bringing Wesker back and you finally defeated him. Sorry for spoiler alerts, but this game is like a decade plus old, so you should know by now. Also, like, the reveal that the mysterious stranger that's been messing with you was Jill Valentine. Also, the DLC for this game, when you went to this like a wannabe Spencer Mansion with Jill, oh, it's cooking. This game, terrible, but the art looks great. If you don't know what this game is, consider yourself lucky and saved. This is Operation Raccoon City, and it was Capcom's biggest pile of cash grab turd. I'm not even gonna go over it. That dent is the dent Capcom left in our hearts after they released this trash game. Yeah, all right, PS4, Resident Evil Revelations. I picked this up. So all these games I actually got this month, 2025, November, Black Friday. A lot of these were $10. Yeah, Resident Evil Revelations, picked it up just in case I wanted to play it again, because this is the best version on console so far, until they remake it. Revelations 2, same thing. I actually beat this game, but it's been so long, I might, I beat them on Steam. So I own these games already on Steam, but I wanted it in physical because for some reason I have a thing. I want the physical games, especially as Nintendo Switch 2. They're going toward like everything's digital. Even the game cartridges, they're not even physical games. They make you just download the game online. But yeah, so this is cool. I want to replay these. I just have so many games to play. Resident Evil Village. I beat it on PS4 and I'm playing it right now in VR. It is insane. I actually have my Steelbook still from the collector's edition. So I love this game. I'm gonna leave this sealed. So actually I rebought this game even though I have it on Steam and I had bought it previously on PS4 and traded it in. So I bought it again just to have it. But yeah, oh, and I bought it, and then I bought it digitally on PS5 to play the VR mode. So I'm just filthy. I'm a simp, pretty much, for Resident Evil. That's what I'm trying to say. So these games, this is pretty funny. These games were on Black Friday sale. These were 15, and sorry, not this one. This was 15. This was 15. This was 15. But I had a $20 gift certificate at Best Buy. Because I forgot, it was like some promo. I have their credit card, so I get a lot of deals, and it's like spend $100 using your credit card within a week, easy. Just use it like normal. So anyway, I had $20 total, so that was 45 minus 20. So I got 3 games for $15. Steal. This game is from the collector's edition of Resident Evil 4, the remake. So I have the steelbook for that too, and I have the steelbooks here for the other games. I actually had to pick these, besides this one came in my collector's edition. These two I had to pick up separately. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, great game, one of my favorite remakes. I actually liked the Resident Evil 3 remake. Could have been better, but it was still good. But I'm a simp, like I said, so maybe I'm giving him too much credit. Resident Evil 7, amazing game. I want to replay it on the PS5 also. As you can tell, it's new. So I need to pop that plastic, put it in, play, and all the DLC should be on there because it's the gold edition. So I could play that. The Naughty Hero though was free, I believe. Yes, download for free. All right, so that is all my Resident Evil collection. I'll end the video here, and if you want to just see me play test the games on the PS1 console, just keep watching. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed just checking out this collection with me, and you could see the old school Resident Evil games on the PS1. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving me.
Son of a... Get away!
I think I'll let him just die.
You're not going to get away.
Oh god, the voice acting. Just like that.